Hello, my dear students. Welcome to the
8th standard.
English class. Today we will be beginning the very first chapter from your English textbook, Honeydew. And the name of the chapter is The Best Christmas Present in the World, written by Michael Morpurgo. Now, before you read, let us see what is this story is about. There are some dates or periods of the time in the history of the world that are so significant that everyone knows and remembers them. Yes, obviously there will be some dates in the history that will be remembered by everyone because those dates will have that much of importance in our lives. For example, if I tell you, all of you will remember your birthday, right? Not only you, but the people who love you will also be remember your birthdays. Like that, if I give you another example about one historical date, 26th January 1950. This date you everyone will be remembered because this is the date on which we got our Indian Constitution, right? So it is very important date and everyone will be remember. So this story will also have such important event here or a date here. The story will be read mention or such date and event a war between British and the German in 1914. Now, in this story, it is about one war event which is fought between British and Germans in 1914. Now, when you heard this year, which is 1914, can you guess which war it was? Yes, the First World War. Right. Now there are other important dates and events are also be mentioned here. The answers to these dates are mentioned in the page number 23. If you have the textbook, I want all of you to check the importance of these dates. Now let us begin the lesson. I spotted it in a junk shop in a Bridport, a roll-top desk. The man said it was early 19th century and oak. I had wanted one, but they were far too expensive. This one was in a bad condition, the roll top in several pieces, one leg clumsily mended, scratch marks all down one side. It was going for very little money. I thought I could restore it. It would be a risk, a challenge, but I had to have it. I paid the man and brought it back to my workroom at the back of the garage. I began to work on it on Christmas Eve. I removed the roll top completely and pulled out the drawers. The veneer had lifted almost everywhere. It looked like water damage to me. Both fire and water had clearly taken their toll on this desk. The last drawer was stuck fast. I tried all I could to ease it out gently. In the end, I used brute force. I struck it sharply with the side of my fist, and the drawer flew open to reveal a shallow space underneath. A secret drawer. There was something in there. I reached in and took out a small black tin box. Sellotaped to the top of it was a piece of lined notepaper, and written on it in shaky handwriting, Jim's last letter received January 25, 1915, to be buried with me when the time comes. I knew as I did it that it was wrong of me to open the box, but curiosity got the better of my scruples. It usually does. Inside the box there was an envelope. The address read Mrs. Jim Macpherson, 12 Copper Beeches, Bridport, Dorset. I took out the letter and unfolded it. It was written in pencil and dated at the top, December 26, 1914. Okay, my dear students, we will stop for here only for today. Now let us go for the explanation. I spotted it in a junk shop in Bridport. A roll top desk. The man said it was early 19th century and oak. The story begins when the author visited the junk shop in Bridport, and he went to buy there the roll top desk. There in the shop, he saw that is here the word spotted means he saw it, right? Here the junk shop. What is the meaning of junk shop? Junk shop is a place where they sell the second hand things or the old things, right? Here Bridport is a place in England. A roll top desk means a desk which can be opened from the top, right? And then the man said, the seller of that shop who was selling that desk, he said that this desk was from the early 19th century and it is made up of oak. Oak is a type of wood. So this desk is made up of that wood. I had wanted one, but they were far too expensive. This one was in a bad condition, the roll top in several pieces, one leg clumsily mended, scotch marks all down one side. It was going for very little money. The author who was always needed a desk, but it was expensive to buy one. So this one was in a bad condition. The roll top was completely broken into several pieces. Here, the clumsy and one leg was clumsily mended. Clumsily means strangely or awkwardly, right? And mended means fixed or repaired. So it was strangely repaired, you can see. Scotch marks all down one side. That means scotch marks means a burnt mark. So the table or the desk was burnt for the from the one side. It was going for very little money. That means the seller was selling it for the very little money. I thought I could restore it. It would be a risk, a challenge, but I had to have it. So here, author thought it would be risky to repair it. It would be challenging, but the author badly needed it. I paid the man and brought it back to my workroom at the back of the garage. I began to work on it on Christmas Eve. So author paid the money to the seller and brought the desk to his workroom at the back of the garage. The workroom here is a place where he used to work, right? So he brought that table to his workroom and started to repair it on the Christmas Eve. Here, Christmas Eve means a day before the Christmas, which is 24th December. I removed the roll top completely and pulled out the drawers. Now the author removed the damaged roll top completely and pulled out all the drawers of that roll top desk. The veneer had lifted almost everywhere. The veneer means a thin layer of plastic or decorative wood. Okay, the decorative wood, which is the layer of decorative wood which put on the furnitures. Okay, so that is called as the veneer. It looked like water damage to me. Both fire and water had clearly taken their toll on this desk. The author then realized that it was the water damage, but both fire and the water has clearly damaged, which is the taken their toll. That means damage. So both fire and water has damaged this desk completely. The last drawer was stuck fast. That means the last drawer was shut tight or jammed. I tried all I could to ease it out gently. Now the author tried everything to take out the drawer smoothly, easily, or gently, but he couldn't. In the end, I used brute force as the author couldn't open that jammed drawer, so he just used the brute force. Brute force means strong force. I struck it sharply with the side of my fist and drawer flew open to reveal a shallow space underneath, a secret drawer. Now author held the drawer with his hand, pulled it with all of his force. The drawer opened suddenly and revealed a secret drawer inside. There was something in there. I reached in and took out a small black tin box. Now, the when Arthur opened that secret drawer, he found a small tin box. Tin box means tin is a metal. Okay, so metal box. Sellotaped on top of it was a piece of lined notepaper, and written on it in a shaky handwriting, Jim's last letter received January 25, 1915, to be buried with me when the time comes. Now, when the author take out that tin box, he saw that it was wrapped with the sellotape and also the lined notepaper, and on that notepaper something is written, and that is written in a shaky handwriting. Shaky means the this may be written by some old people whose hands are unstable. Okay, so and what is written on it, on that note paper, it was about Jim's last letter, which was received on 25th January, which is 1915, and that need to be buried with me. That some person has saying that that letter need to be buried with me when my time comes or when I die. I knew as I did it that it was wrong of me to open that box, but curiosity got better of my skirts. Now, here the author knows that it was wrong to open the box because it was a personal letter of someone. So, to opening the someone's personal letter is not a good thing. So that author also knows that he is doing the wrong thing here, but his curiosity was more than his scrubs. Scrubs means the feeling that make you hesitate to do something wrong. So his curiosity was more there than compared to that scrubs feeling, right? It usually does. That means it's normal. The curiosity always wins over the scrubs. Inside the box there was an envelope, and the address read Mrs. Jim McPherson, 12 Copper Beaches, Bridport, Dorset. I took out the letter and unfolded it. It was written in pencil and dated at the top December 26, 1914. Now, when the author opens the box, he finds an envelope. On that envelope, the address was written, and it was says that Mrs. Jim McPherson, 12 Copper Beaches, Bridport, Dorset. Now here Bridport is a city I already said. Dorset is that one place in that Bridport. When the author took out the letter and unfolded it, and he saw that in the pencil on the top of the letter, the date was mentioned December 26, 1914. Okay, my dear students, we will stop this class for here. For the first part itself, we will read the second part and what is written in that letter in the next class when we come. So till then, take care. Bye.